and a very dedicated member who I am sure is already a champion even before you recruit her. So please let's appreciate Honorable Sabina Chege.
Good afternoon. I'm Jambo. Yes, English. Good afternoon. God is good. All the time. First and foremost, I want to thank the organizers of this event. The young people that I've seen here, I'm always very proud when I see young people having such initiative. Let's appreciate the founders, the directors, and I also want to appreciate the partners who have made this event a success. Let's appreciate them in a very big clap. Thank you very much. And my apologies, I came in late. I would have loved to see and to walk the journey with you. And I also want to appreciate the ones who have allowed themselves to be vulnerable and to share their stories. When I came in and I was told about the clothes and about the journey that you have gone through, I just said, might be next time, I'll also share my story and be part of this journey. Because even myself, I thought there's a t-shirt I would have also hung there. Okay? So, yeah. I have been a victim of gender-based violence. And it was not easy for me. And so today I want to speak to the people who shared their story. That once you go through a situation, do not let that situation bring you down. Let it be a launching pad that takes you to the next level. Because that was my story, that is what I did. And it is important also, when you go through such a situation, to speak positive things about yourself. It is unfortunate that a lot of people who become victims of GBV, they go through it through people that they trust, okay? It may be an uncle, it might be your partner, it may be even your very close family person that you trusted. A lot of our university and what is currently even happening, it is a friend, through a friend who introduced you to somebody who told you let's go for a party, or even a friend that you trusted and you don't drink, who spiked your drink, isn't it? So a lot of GBV happens through people that we are close to, and it is important that we take care of the people that we open our hearts to, that we trust, that we leave our children with. I have a personal experience, I have an experience also as an elected member of parliament, where I have interacted with people on the ground, and specifically a lot of people from Murang'a County. During COVID, I had a program that I went to visit the teenage mothers, and the numbers were very high at that point. And the saddest story was for a girl who was 9 years old, who came for a meeting with a school uniform. And she was pregnant. The pregnancy, of course, what happens in the village is that the parents want to go quiet and hush and make sure that they settle within the village. But that girl got pregnant because she was going to look for food. And the boy who was a neighbor is the one who made her pregnant at 9 years old. That means this was repeated sexual abuse. And then this boy used to give her food and also used to give the sister. So when the sister knew that this girl is pregnant, so she started beating her up and harassing, because this was also the sister's boyfriend. And I saw there was a problem, and we reached out to find out what was not happening. So she was not happy, and she's 9 years old, she was pregnant, they were really. So we walked a journey with that girl. And my aim then was to make sure that the girls who became pregnant, we supported them through the journey, we reconnected. I'm very happy because of that family protection. That the mothers, we talked to them, some of them were being chased away by their fathers, so we had to speak to the parents to allow, once they deliver, to have them back home and allow the girls to go back to school. And that's why I said I'm very happy for the victims who spoke here today, because going through a tough process, there's a famous saying that says, tough times don't last. So once you go through it, you need to brush yourself off and ask yourself, what do I do next? If it's a teenage girl who got pregnant, after delivery, purpose that you go back to school and get education. Because that education is going to be for your future and that child that you have gotten. Mine was a very sad story because I got married when I was very young. And when I was being beaten, and so by the time I left, I was almost dead. Actually, that's why I say my teacher would have been there because it was full of blood. I came out from work. I started working very young. I was in the university. I was a student and a young mother. And I was also a broadcaster. And so one evening I came home. It was not the first time. You're beaten the first time, you're like, yeah. Somebody tells you it was the devil. And you're like, yeah, it must have been the devil for sure. Because this is the person you trusted and got married to very young. So you know that hot love when you were young. And first love also. So you have never experienced love before. And you even rush and get married to that person. And every time I would be beaten, I'll be locked in the house because I'm swollen, I don't go to school that day, and the person doesn't want people to know. So by the day I made up my mind, there are two things I said. And I said, I am leaving and I'm not coming back. But as I leave, one day, one time, you read about me in the newspapers, you see me on TV. And I didn't know it will happen. So don't go down or let the situation put you down. I didn't know I would have even become a member of parliament. But I had a small child, I didn't have to stay. I went and approached my boss and I said, I'm moving out. My bank account, my payslip was written my husband's name, so I had nothing. I had trusted him with everything. So I started from zero. I got a loan from my boss of 50 Kenya shillings, 50,000. That's where I started. I got a house. I moved with my baby. I had to look for a house girl because I had to leave someone I would trust with my little baby. And life started. I finished my university. Immediately after, I did my master's. We are now doctor. I'm almost becoming a doctor with Babu because I did not let that situation put me down. All right? So what I would want to say as we celebrate the 16 years of GDC and this activism, let us share those real stories so that the people who are going through it, they will know you are not the first one. And I always say, don't wait for somebody to kill you. In the situation, whether it's your father or your mother, we went to one of those places in Murang'a, and one that was pregnant. And she didn't know whether the pregnancy belonged to the father or to the brother. Because the mother died when she was young. She was left under the custody of the father, and there was a brother, and both of them were sexually abusing her. So she got pregnant, she didn't know who it was. We had first to get her out of that situation, get a home for her, but also encourage her. So, young people and the directors and the people behind Y+, reach out to especially our girls, our young men who are in colleges and universities. They are going through a lot. Some of them, because they think they made a mistake, they don't want to share it with anyone, so they end up either drinking, they end up getting depressed. Some of them are also committing suicide because the minute you say, I am the one who made a mistake, and start blaming yourself, let us encourage young people, even from the sponsors we have. Let's even have the X space, the social media, where people feel safe and share their stories. Those people who have gone through that rough patch, somehow God lifts them up. And I am one case that I will tell you, God has used me also to touch many other people's lives. So I am happy today. Thank you, Luma. I was asking him why he's here, but they reminded me, Luma and Babu, they said they are he for she. That's why they came in. He actually called me yesterday evening. He's used to harassing me and I'm okay with it. So he told me, he didn't ask me whether I'll come or not. He said, you must come. I said, what is it? But when he told me what the young people are doing, I said, though I had many other meetings, I'll come and share this story together and encourage you. And as a policy maker, anything that you want me to be a champion, any platform that my platform you want me to use to advocate for what you're doing, I am ready and I'm going to be your strongest supporter. I started like that with a very small foundation. I support young people, I support education, I support sometimes reaching out to friends, reaching out to partners. I have been able to transform lives. So what you have started today, or what you have been doing, is not a simple thing. You will change lives of many people. To the young children, wale watoto nimeona hapa, haijalishi kama umelelewa slum ama pahali huko. Ukituona sisi hapa, sijui story ya babu, umeona babu leo na tai na suti, hakuwa hivi. Ukiniona leo nimevaa kakasuti, I am born and brought up in the village. Mimi ni kuku kienyeji kabisa. Yani primary school Murang'a, secondary school Murang'a. Nilikuja Nairobi, I came to Nairobi when I was going to the university. Na my first kazi yangu ya kwanza, my first job, I was a house help in Kayole. I was sleeping on a couch. Uko ile two room, unalala kwa couch na unaamka asubuhi kufanya kazi. But anytime I worked, kwa sababu maji ilikuwa inakuja usiku. Nilikuwa nachota naweka mpaka karibu niweke kwa kikombe na kwa kijiko. Ndio maji kwe niko na maji nimechota. TV. I was an actress in high school. One day I walked to KBC. I didn't even look for KBC. I will show you. There was a program called Tausi then. I went and I became an actress with a TV program I went to Tausi at KBC. And believe me or not, when I joined KBC, because I was just from school, 10 years after, I went back to KBC as a senior manager because I had gone through my education, my first degrees in education. I did my master's in communication. When I went back, the people who, then I was an artist in KBC, the people who had employed me, I became their boss 10 years after. So mkituona hapa tumewekewa hapa. It doesn't matter your situation. And I want to tell our girls, and this is the last one, don't sell yourself cheap. What is it? Don't, because unaona babu is not one of them, but ilana miti kuna skuti ina kuna gari kubwa, but wewe unataka kubeba gari kubwa. Sisi tulianza kutembea, tukatafuta kagari kadogo kale unanua ka kwanza kale kanaendanga 1 kilometer kana break down, akana anything. Allow life to take its process. Usisema unataka ku drive a car, a big car, sasa uko college, you want to use the best cologne, you want to do what? Life is a process. Allow God to take you through the process. We even say, even the goal, the best goal, it goes through refining, isn't it? So allow ourselves, young people, let us not want to get rich to wear the designers, I don't know, to go to and stay in the high end. We started from both sides. Unatoka Kayole, unaenda Kawangware. Hiyo ilikuwa sasa nimeenda Kawangware, nilikuwa nakaa hapo 46, katoka Kawangware 46 nikaenda Waithaka. Unaenda hivi pole 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 pole. Don't expect that you will leave. Allow when they go, remember the story of the prodigal son. When they come back, embrace them, show them love. And to us, lawmakers, we will support you in the best way we can. And I've said, here you have a champion in the name of Sabina Chege. May God bless you so much. Enjoy your day, and once again, congratulations. Very well done to the young people who have organized this, and thank you to the partners. Thank you, Mulumba, for inviting me. And thank you waheshimiwa for also coming so that we can support this body cause. Mungu awabariki sana, asante.
I think we can appreciate her better.